Hey all, I have an update here. I've got the body up on the rotisserie and I have the chassis in the shop as well. Let me flip the camera around. There we go. So over here on this side, we have the chassis with a bunch of parts that I've ordered from AMD. Is it AMD? Yeah, Auto Metal Direct. And I've got to tell you something. Those people, I don't know what they do, but they have this stuff delivered to my house like within 3 days. One of them came freight and it was here in 3 days. I swear to God, it was unbelievable. So I've heard nothing but good things about them. And if you're buying sheet metal parts for your car, your Chevelle or Firebird or whatever you're redoing, these are the people right here. Auto Metal Direct. Oh, they're in Gainesville, Georgia. Jeez, man, I can just drive up there and pick this crap up. All right, I didn't know that. That's why they get here so fast. Anyway, they have great customer service. Okay, so I have, as you can see, the body up on the rotisserie with a couple of caveats. So if you remember, I built this rotisserie myself, so I'm still a little bit afraid of my welding, but you never know. Anyway, we've got it, I had to connect it down here where the bumper connects. There was a couple of bolts on each side that I could connect the apparatus to, which will allow me to spin it around once I get to that point. I also have a connecting rod down underneath, as you can see, and it's got a wheel to help support the long piece of steel that rolls in the bottom. This was outside of my shop because I had lifted the body up off of the chassis with a forklift, and it was extremely difficult to connect this because it was up on a slope. So the back end over here was up about maybe 15 inches higher than the front. So if you recall, I was not able to mount the rotisserie to the traditional points, which is the front body mounting spot there, because mine is rusted out and gone. So if you think about this, to replace that one piece, I have to replace the floorboard, the part of the firewall, the inner rocker here, which is completely rusted out, the outer rocker, it's called a cowl support, and I'll show you that I bought that piece new from SS396 or something. Then we have that gets welded in here, and then we have these two pieces. We have the inside cowl and the outside cowl. Well, I'm not going to replace these. This is good metal here, but it's just rusted to hell and back down on the bottom. So what I did over here in this outside, anyway, I'm gonna cut those out and replace it. But there's also a piece right here which is not sold anywhere. It is this piece that holds the hinges right here, and it's not sold anywhere. So even if it was, I would not have ripped that out to replace it. On the bottom, as you can see, it was completely rusted. So I've just ripped it out, or cut it out neatly, I should say, not ripped it out. And I'm going to fabricate a piece out of metal to replace this and put it back in. I'll weld it all along here, which this metal's still good, I believe. Up here where the metal is good. And then this side over here, you can see on the back side, it welds together with the outside rocker. So that's going to work out perfectly. Now, let's see. So the inside, this part here is okay, but the outside piece is, as you can see, rusted from here. I see a pinhole here. That's not really too bad, but it's rusted from here on over. So what I'm going to do is cut this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably cut it straight across up here so that I can overlap this lip over here. So I'll cut this across here, all the way over to here, cut this out, fabricate it, and then weld it back on. So this piece over here and this piece here will be fabricated. I'll then cut out oh man, it looks like a big job too, because you got to cut out this whole rocker inside and out, and then the floor pan on this half right here. Oh, here's that cowl support. I showed it in another video, but anyway, this goes in here somewhere, right in there. Actually, you know what? I can hold that up so you can see it. Bear with me. So this piece gets put in here nicely, as you can see. Oh, a little nicer than that. And then this, of course, is where you attach the fenders on the bottom. Right there. So this gets sandwiched in between, this cowl support gets sandwiched in between I'll weld it up here, and then it attaches to the rocker and these two pieces over here that I'm fixing. And then finally, the last piece that goes in is the floorboard piece here, because you can see it's sandwiched on top right up there. So anyway, here's all the little pieces that I cut out, trying to get this out over here. But to get this floor pan in, or this rocker and all this stuff out, I have to weld in some supports, like from here over to here, and then probably a crossbar from there and over there, so that the body doesn't buckle up. But anyway, that's where we are right now. So once I get the front piece, this section fixed over here, I will disconnect. I had to weld the top of the rotisserie up to the firewall so that it wouldn't fall down, obviously, because there's nothing to support it down here. But once I get that fixed, I'll put in the nut cage here, and this one already has a nut cage in it. Then I will flip this rotisserie around, and I will attach it to the correct attach points. That way I can spin the body around to work on it. So hopefully that all made sense. Anyway, that's where we are right now. So I'm going to, it's starting to rain, I'm going to go ahead and start to fabricate that piece and get it welded in. So until next time, later.